I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. So today is what blessing is coming your direction? And to choose the piles, we have a moon, a star, and a heart. I'll give you a little bit of a better look at these. And this one's actually a druzy. It's got the crystals inside there. Anyway, so yeah, take your time, pick your pile, and I will meet you there. Okay, pile 1 with your moon. So pretty. Let's just put this here. So, your blessing that is coming your way. Let's just go this way. I don't think the order actually matters, but sometimes it just feels right compared to others. So this is Azalea, and it represents passion. The Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. And my tree cards are adapt and be receptive. Interesting, those really go together. That's fascinating. Oh, and we do have a number, the number is 23 on this card, in case you're into numbers. I don't know all that stuff. Don't feel like it pertains to my readings all that much, but if you have your own understanding, take it. Okay, so we've got passion, healing and release, adapting and being receptive. To be quite transparent at the moment, I have hearing aids in, and I don't like the way that I'm sounding to myself. It's a bit distracting for this, so I'm going to take them out real quick. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. So, I'm feeling several different ways of this going. There's something about your passion, what you're passionate about can help release something for you subconsciously and be healing, which also in turn helps you to be more receptive. And this is a blessing. I know it seems a lot like shadow work, but this is a blessing. Healing is always a blessing. It's wonderful. And the thing that you're passionate about is always a blessing. It's even if it's a struggle because you're trying to make it maybe be your job or something like that, it's still a blessing. It's that joy, it's that drive. Now we've got, let's go a different direction. So there is something about, for some of you, facing your fear and adapting to that, to what happens with that facing, that will bring about a new passion for you. And they're telling you to be receptive to this. It's not the easiest thing. No, it's not easy for anybody. It's not easy for anyone to face fear. But maybe this is a way of reframing it, changing your perspective a bit, is think about the passion that could follow. What's coming? Be curious. What's going to come of this from you doing that? It's kind of exciting, right? It's like if you have a fear of heights, but you go ahead and climb a tree and you get up to the top of a canopy and you overlook and you have this whole new perspective. You have, this isn't even a tree card. These are my tree cards. And there's a tree in it. And then you've got, of course, plant. These are Gaia, so that, I mean, that does make sense. What else? What else are we getting? Uh, okay. Okay. So learning to, and in a way, this is you creating a blessing for yourself, which is perfectly fine. Learning to give yourself a breather, a moment to, okay, so the image I keep getting is something that I used to do late at night. It was late to me back when I was younger, but I would go out, it would be dark, and there was a water tower, and I would climb up to the water tower and I would stand on top and just feel the wind hit me. And it was so refreshing and invigorating and at the same time comforting and peaceful. Um, it just, it was my own moment. And I didn't have to worry about anything in that moment. I didn't have to fear anything. It was just free. And you can do that for yourself. That can become something regular that you do. I don't even mean daily, but something that when you need, when you need that moment and you can actually obtain it instead of having all the stress just be anxiety crushing you, being all around you. So you can create your blessing. That's part of adapting, really, and being receptive as well. Yeah. Anything else? Is there anything else? It's really strong about a new passion. Some of you, it's an old passion, but for some of you, it's new. This is something that's going to open your eyes up a bit. I'd like to ask, is it going to just come to them, or is it something that they need to, okay, okay. So I'm getting, it's like a flood coming into your life, but you're in control. So you can choose to ignore, you can choose to stand firm and the flood goes around you. Or you can be receptive to that flood and be carried with it to a new world, basically. My heart hurts a little bit and at the same time feels happy. I heard the question, like, can't I hear more? Can't we be more specific? And the answer that I received for that is if you're more open in all things, that is a huge blessing. To be more receptive to all things. We're not giving you a specific answer because it's a good thing to be more open in all areas of your life. Be curious. Also interesting that there's the night wind and you have a moon. Wow, that almost blends in. Okay. Is there anything else? Um, it's really simple, but as long as you can truly feel it, it is profound. You are loved. You really are loved. That's what I'm hearing to tell you. You are truly loved. You may not always feel it, but you are. Okay, that was it. Okay, guys, I hope that you feel seen and heard and loved and understood and not alone. And I hope that this was a blessing for you. All right, bye, guys. Okay, pile 2 with your star. Blessing that's coming for you. Oh, yeah, you're the pile that gets 3 of the tree cards. That's right. All right. Tree cards. Tree. We've got Echinacea with immune support. Interesting. Okay. And, oh, wow, we have loss. Card number 20. Grief, sadness, and resurrection. Interesting. Okay. And your tree cards are subtle energy, community, and illumination. Hmm. So, what I want to say with this is that blessings aren't always happy, happy, joy, joy. We must be positive. We can receive in our grief something that is a huge blessing, something that will be healing for us, but it's a long term. So it's not always this quick fix or this immediate joy. And that's what I'm feeling for this. I'm getting a bit of suffocation. I don't know if that is physical health or maybe you're feeling suffocated mentally, emotionally. I'm connecting these two right now, immune support and community, and there's something in it. I'm getting more supportive community does help. And this is not necessarily like, we're not talking about physically helping your immune system, but it helps you, maybe mentally, emotionally. There's some kind of community. I don't know if it's in person or online or what, but you know, each person's situation is different. Maybe there's a support group that will help you. Yeah, it's a slow process, this one. Sometimes, okay, for some of you, someone else might be coming in to help with this. And for some of you, you're going to have to force yourself to, you know, sometimes we just don't want to adult, right? But we have to, because that's life. Um, but there's this process to it, and you go through, and it's slow, but there will come that moment where you're going to realize, oh, I'm in that community. You're going to have the realization, I'm in that community that's helping me. I don't know that it's even going to be an immediate for some of you. An immediate, like, oh, this is the community. And some of you are quite in tune like that, so you might know immediately. I am hearing to touch base on physical health. So we're going to do that. This honestly is quite a difficult one for me because I have quite a few health issues that I don't want to put my own energy into it. This just needs to be about you guys. So, clarity, please. I just felt someone like lifting up my chin. And then I heard the song from Little Shop of Horrors, Seymour one, where he's like telling her to wipe off that mascara. Things are going to be okay. Don't need no makeup, all that kind of stuff. Again, it's about support. Yeah, even with your physical health, it's about support. Uh, Part of a blessing can be that changing your perspective on, well, not necessarily changing, just accepting a broader horizon, accepting more to the picture than just parts of it. For example, with your health, you could feel like, oh, I mean, what if you lost a leg or something? You can't do the sport that you used to do. And there comes this period of grief about it. And of course, there should be. We go through the stages, but taking a grander look, a grander approach, it doesn't mean you can't at all do anything. It doesn't mean you've lost everything. There are now others that you can help out through their grieving that go through the same thing, right? Community. Maybe there's the same kind of sport, but like for the handicapped version or something, or non-able body. I don't know what it's called these days, but anyway, there are other paths, other stepping stones for you to be on, not just the one you thought you were set on. So look wider, see what else there is, because this is not what you feel you have lost does not mean you've lost worth. There are other ways. In fact, I feel like you could be the community isn't just a blessing for you. You are also a blessing for the community. There we go. There we go. That needed to come out. You can be a light. You can help others. But you know, when you want to help others, that means you got to go through stuff yourself. So I hope that if you've already found that community, that things are just amazing. That doesn't mean happy, positive, but amazing, beneficial, good for you and them. If you haven't found that community, I really hope that you guys do find it soon, that it becomes engrossing for you, a real part of your life. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Being told to remind you to tap into this energy, the subtle energy, especially when you have these moments that are more difficult. Yep, there's my heart hurting. When you are grieving the loss that you've experienced, that you can, it's okay to grieve. Just reminding you of that. It is okay to grieve. But being stuck in it is what can cause the problems. It's what can cause actual health issues. So I'm being told to remind you to have your feelings, acknowledge your feelings, experience them, but remember to go to this energy, this subtle energy. Bring yourself out of it and into this other space. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be positive, but it's getting there. It's going that direction. It's taking you out of the excruciating, hurtful place into a more, okay, I'm capable at least right now. I can function right now. Like I said, this group, this is a longer process. There's some deep stuff here. So I think that's an incredible blessing. I think to a lot of people they wouldn't get it, but I think you guys do because this is so deep. Having these kind of issues, this kind of stuff, it's a blessing to know that you can be a blessing to someone else. Okay, I'm getting emotional now. Okay, that's it. So I really hope that this has been a blessing for you guys. I hope that you feel seen and heard, understood, loved, cared for, and not alone. All right, much love, guys. Bye. Okay, my heart druzy peeps. So cool. These are all of them are heart druzies. I like them. Let's see about your blessing that's coming up. We're just gonna go this way. We have an orchid. Talks about fertility. We have Zen card number 38 and an inner sanctuary. And we have I am and inner growth. Wow. So I don't know if it's obvious to you guys, but there is a very obvious one to me right now, which is the birth of something. It can be a physical one. It can be a birth of a child. And it can also just be maybe the birth of your own voice coming out, learning to stick up for yourself kind of stuff, your growth, you know. Let's get a little deeper though. Let me see if there's anything specific for this. Okay. I get a real nurturing vibe with this energy, this group. plants. You've got the Zen garden, you've got the orchid, the tree cards, but I feel like you like to take care of things. You like to watch as they grow. That you get to be a part of that. Sorry, I almost zoned out there for a second. I felt like I was just being rocked, like in mother's arms kind of thing. Um, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Perhaps, yeah, okay, yeah, for some of you, that's what you're needing. You are needing to be nurtured, to be held, comforted. Doesn't mean the problems go away. No, just means receiving that love during. And that is a blessing that's on its way to you. For others of you, like I mentioned very early on, I don't want to just walk over it like I did earlier. This could be actual giving birth, or it could be adopting a child. But there is a physical child coming into your life. Could even just be mentorship. That's another possibility. And then again, for some of you, it's just a matter of being a part of growth in general. Getting to watch something grow, getting to be a part of the learning process for that person or animal or plant, whatever. Yeah. For some of you, again, it's about yourself growing, which is always a blessing. It's always a blessing, even if it's difficult. You break out of that seed, and get your leaves up into the air, and get that light coming through. Is there anything else? Something's happening with my hands, and I tried to check in to see what it means. And I believe that I'm hearing working with your hands, doing something with your hands. I don't know if it's working with clay or soil, like actual plants. So perhaps for those of you that are not birthing a child or whatever, maybe it's the birth of a new creative outlet for you. Yeah, yep, that brings peace to your life, or at least moments of it, something you can go to. Okay, I think that's it. So I hope that this was a blessing for you. I hope that you feel seen and heard and loved and understood. All right, much love, guys.